Hey,
Hello. Oh, it's a short video today.
I know we were mired in the 1 hour video hell, but now we're back down to a nice, comfortable 24 minutes or so.
For a while there, I thought you were trying to emulate Bob and Threadbare.
So hey, we were being told to hunt something called the Duramboros.
The what?
It's called the Duramboros, and it is a brute wyvern. You remember what I told you about brute wyverns?
Yeah, they're assholes.
Yeah, brute wyverns, you know how last video you're like, oh, we shouldn't even bother mentioning the fact that that the monster has like a shitload of HP
Brute Wyverns have a shitload of HP on top of everything
by
else.
comparison to everything else.
Yeah, I may not remember much from the early videos, but I know what a Brute Wyvern is.
Well, Duramboros is kind of notorious, actually, for among brute wyverns having a shitload of HP.
God damn.
So I'm actually pretty happy. The raw video for this was like 28 minutes long, so I did pretty good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
And I say that despite a thing that we'll see later. So look forward to that.
Shaka Laka Savior?
2. The sequel.
Do we have to actually go save Shaka?
Well, we gotta save a Shakalaka.
Oh.
Yeah, as far as we're concerned, Cha-Cha's just fucking dead.
That works for me. He's probably hanging out on the farm getting high. Hey, speed up.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to super speed. We only gotta move like an area over, but might as well.
No reason not to. I dig this temple in the background.
Yeah, I really like the way that... Hey, it did the thing again.
Huh? What? I missed
Up
something?
up in the corner.
Oh.
I didn't notice it until now. I didn't notice it while I was editing the video. That's just the thing it did in, like, the game. So hey, this is Duramboros.
So the Shakalaka walked up to the fucking thing and hit it and woke it up intentionally.
Okay, so, like, Duramboros is big, and he's covered in moss, and I'm waiting for him to do, like, the best thing in the universe, because this monster's fucking hilarious.
I think I've seen this monster before.
Wait, here it is, here it is. He's gonna spin the wind. Wait, it is better. I don't think I managed to get the knockdown off in time. So, whoop!
He gets airborne.
Alright, so Duramboros has technically 4 breakable parts. 2 of them are its tail.
Technically, or because 2 of them are
It's a 2-level break. You gotta break it once to crack it, and then break it again to break a part off. Duramboros is pretty different in that you can actually break his tail off with a blunt weapon. That's why we're using the hammer.
Cool.
Also in the supply box for those 2 old pickaxes, and you'll see why we get those later on.
I'll pretend I noticed those.
You can also break break his horns. They break simultaneously, and you can break those humps on his back.
It looks like you're, like, hitting off of the horns, like...
Yeah, we're bouncing on the horns.
Yeah, that's the word I wanted to use, bounce.
And that's especially strange because like the head is usually the place that is the most vulnerable to blunt damage.
I mean, you are hitting it with, you are hitting a pretty heavily, part of a pretty heavily armored enemy.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so like the part we're gonna want to do first, like most of all, is the hump. And that's because like if you hit him in the hump after it's broken, it does a lot of damage. Alright, so neat thing, you can get right under Duramboros while he's getting spun up, and if you hit him enough, you can knock him down. When you do that, he drops a shiny.
Keep spinning if you do that. I like that.
I love that little like slide.
I am into this enemy right here because this is great.
It's good monster.
I think I've seen this monster before. I think somebody on the forums has it as their avatar.
Yeah, I think Caiaphas has it as like the NCH Productions version of it on as his avatar. It's a pretty good avatar.
Yeah, it is. There are a lot of Monster Hunter forums and avatars in the forum, actually.
It's good. Also, we're making sure to pick up all the stuff the cats are dropping because they can drop stuff like first aid meds.
Are these the assholes that can steal from you?
Yeah. Well, no, actually. Melons is steal from you. Felines. They just try and hurt you.
What an assholes all the way.
Uh,
I'm for cats as partners or whatever, but not these asshole ones that punch you and steal from you and shit.
They're just cats trying to live in this particular universe. Yeah, also get used to Duramboros taking up the whole goddamn screen, because he's just really prone to doing that. Also, he can combo the shit out of you if you're not careful.
Did he just jump in the air without spinning?
Yeah, whenever he's enraged, he can do that. He just fucking jump without a warm-up. It's really quick and horrifying when it happens. Alright, so, one thing we can do is we can actually, and we got one in the supply box, but I also brought one along just in case, is if we use a pitfall trap on him, it gives us really, we get access to all of his humps, and that means we can just wail away on those while he's stuck in the trap. But since, there's first break on the tail, so yeah, it sort of just cracked a little bit.
Nice.
So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get him to jump again and like deliberately not knock him down, but he's going to move. So we'll worry about that at a later time. Also, rip Shakalaka.
You ought to hit him a couple times.
I tried my was like, oh wait, try Kate, got the wrong button, but
Close enough.
It didn't do anything.
A for effort.
The best thing is you may have noticed that even though he was down earlier, he was still giving commentary. It's because he's playing dead.
I did not notice that, but that's great all the same.
But he's not going to help us for like the rest of the fight.
Not like they helped us in the first place.
Yeah, you know, distractions. Alright, so I'm getting a trap ready, so we can get him in the hole. Pitfall traps are pretty neat. Some monsters, shot traps will actually not work on, or at least not as well. Or in some monster cases, in the case of a monster we'll see later, it's actually an incredibly detrimental idea to use a shot trap. Whereas a pitfall trap is good at just pretty much anything that can't fly.
It's like you broke one of the humps.
All the humps break simultaneously, so now if we can hit it in the humps, it does more damage, and that's like the key to getting this thing to die. But I actually brought a pitfall trap, a shot trap, and then I picked up a easy pitfall trap from the supplies. We're going for the capture on this one because fuck trying to kill this thing.
How low do you have to get its health to capture versus just, I mean this one specifically?
The capture threshold is always, at least in the upper and in low rank, it's 30%.
Well, that's not as bad.
So, I mean, you don't have to do them too low. When you move them, also you can mine its tail once it's broken the first time. That's
tail clays?
Yeah, Durham tail taste is a Duramboros carve. So, we got a free carve off of that.
Hell yeah.
You can only do that once. Also, rip Banabra.
That was great. Holy shit.
That thing got fucking destroyed. That's the most dead a fucking Banabra could possibly be.
So what does this thing's armor do? Because I'm sure it's got armor and weapons.
Yeah, I want to say that this armor set actually gives you the still free element. And some weapons, you know, you may only see a a raw damage value on it. Some weapons actually have a hidden elemental value. And if you had the still free element, then that element is applied to your weapon. For example, if we were to get the Duramboros hammer, it has a pretty good raw damage, so I'm probably gonna go for it anyway. But having free element on will actually give it it will give it water damage.
That sounds pretty good.
So
And yeah, I was gonna say you need to make this guy's hammer because it's got to be his tail as part of the hammer.
It's fucking big and huge, and it's pretty good until we can get the literal best hammer in the game.
Is it like a blue hammer or is it just a yellow hammer?
It's the same color as Duramboros is.
No, I mean like the actual sharpness.
The sharpness on it starts off at green, but goes all the way up to purple when you max it out.
Wow.
So.
Nice.
So, like, early on when we made this particular hammer, and switch axe, and hunting horn, we will, like, there's a thing about the flagship monster in this game, and when we get there I'll explain it, but, like, once we get those, I mean, they're going to be pretty good hammers, but until then, Duramboros hammer is really good.
Rip whatever the hell that thing is.
Yeah, that Aftermath is having a bad day.
Had a bad day.
Yeah, it's fucking dead now.
If it wasn't before, it sure as hell is now.
And then the other one got in my fucking way, so I was like, damn it.
Not even gonna carve it?
The Aftermath, yeah, I mean, it's probably only going to be raw meat.
You can make more burnt steaks
I'll burn them. I mean, I wish that they did the proper. Like, this is going to be a thing that just gets on both of us every single time fucking steaks come up in this game. It's gonna be like, well, it could have been medium.
Medium steaks are so good.
They are really good.
And I'm sure that's way too burnt for some people that are watching this, but you know what? At least it's not well done.
Thread, don't weigh in on what you think steak should be. We already know the true answer is medium. And I will thank you not to fucking argue with me in my thread that I created on the somethingawful.com forums.
I was expecting that to go a little farther. On the internet, in the year of our Lord, 2016.
And if you do, how dare you come into my domicile? And engage such foul arguments.
I will never get tired of watching this thing just spin around like an idiot.
Oh, yeah, like if you love spinning, this is the monster for you. There's so much spinning.
You said spin to win earlier, and all I can hear is the arcade game that said the same thing.
To win!
I used to work right across from an arcade. That's all you would hear all day long was spin to win. Plus the DVR machine singing Aerosmith badly.
Like I remember we used to go to this one arcade. And they had this thing called like the Tower of Power, and every time anyone lost or won, they would just constantly be like, "Feel the power."
Oh my god! I'm sure the people who work there hated that machine.
It was like one of the things that cost like the least amount of money to play.
It was like one of those ticket machines.
Yeah, so people were playing it all the fucking time, and so it was just constantly feel the power. If I did, like, oh my god, and my sister my little sister got really good at it, so she would just keep winning.
So it should be feel the power.
Just constantly feel the power. Arcades are great, and it sucks that they're going away.
You absolutely need to name this episode
fuck.
Spin to Win.
Yeah, by the way, it can instead to decide not to go straight up, and instead just fling itself towards you.
Is it backing up?
It attach primarily with its tail, so it's trying to back up so I'm behind it.
It's like watching a truck in reverse.
Watching two trucks like stapled together. You know, the thing you do to multiple vehicles to attach them to each other. Stapling.
It's like a double-engine train.
So Duramboros gets tired real easy. That's pretty good. Because, like, man, if he was, like, enraged all the time, that would really suck. And some monsters have, like, that sort of problem where they just get mad and never stop being mad.
Like the other kind of wild ones.
Also, when he's tired, he can't launch himself. So
He just
that's
kind of
good.
flopped over.
He's like, and I mean, like the thing is, like Duramboros loves to fucking do that spin attack. So when he's tired, that's when you're gonna get all your opportunities to like fuck him up.
I'm surprised he doesn't get like dizzy or something, because I'm sure that's a status ability.
Well, I mean, they're stunned, and the effect when you hit something with a flash bomb and it blinds them is actually called dizzy. So. But yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah, what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to break its tail off, like tail part off, and we're gonna get it in just a second. Right?
So you keep whipping with the hand.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. Don't make fun of me. I'm doing video games.
Oh, I see his tail from
Yeah,
off.
yeah, and breaking it off made him mad. So, but we did an additional carve off that. So, if we were to kill it after this, we would get 5 carves total.
5? Jesus.
Yeah, that's 1 from the tail piece, 1 from or actually 2 from the tail, 1 from minding it, 1 from breaking it off, and 3 normal carves. So, and the best part is like, the Duramboros armor I think only takes 1 rare piece, and it's not terribly rare. So if we really wanted to, we could just hunt Duramboros a few times, I say, but the desire sensor could totally fuck me up.
It doesn't seem like it would be too bad. I mean, as much health as this guy seems to have, you are pretty handily kicking his ass.
Yeah, he's weak to fire, so our plume flint is good against that. If we were in high ranking and upgraded it to the Pecco flint, then we probably wouldn't need its armor, but we would be able to do this really easy. Okay, so broke his tail, broke his humps, now we just gotta break his horns, but his horns are making me bounce at green sharpness, so that's going to be a bit of a task. Hitting it directly in the center of its head doesn't break its horns. You actually have to hit it on its horns.
We go through so many sharpening stones.
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, the thing is, the horns are tough, but they're also like they're hard, but they also break easily. So they'll make us bounce a whole lot, but it doesn't take a whole lot to do them actually break. And like I said, they both break simultaneously.
Which is a kindness.
And also
Speaking
we got
of
the stun
which,
and the horns. Also, I was immediately wrong earlier when I said that the breaking, hitting it in the face doesn't break his horns. It totally does.
you sure it wasn't just splash damage?
I'm certain. So yeah, I would say this is going pretty well. Like when I first played through the game, this hunt took me nearly all 50 minutes.
Did you try to kill it the first time?
Yeah, and you definitely it's just freaking, yeah, it's a thing. Kill this thing.
Say, with all of his pieces broken, its health can't be too far from the capture point.
Yeah, we're getting there. The main thing is, like I said, this thing has a shitload of health. So you will have to take your time with it and really get it going. But right now, we're only a little over the 15-minute mark.
Also, I apologize in advance because my Wii U just loudly announced that it updated.
Yeah, well, also was playing music in the other room, so you know. It happens. Commentary woes.
It's just out of nowhere. Whatever the. I'm just gonna leave that in. Close enough.
Right. So, here's the problem. I'm doing so well, I'm like, this isn't anything bad. I know how to dodge all of its attacks. I'll be okay.
You start playing badly.
I forget to do something important.
Capture it?
No. Even more important. Uh-oh. It hit me pretty hard there. Oh, no, I'm stunned. Oh no! Fuck!
Holy shit!
Ow. So when you faint, you obviously only get 3 shots, so I just wasted one. I forfeited 1/3 of the money reward.
This just kind of threw you off.
So, whoops. Also, you may notice that my health and stamina are back to pre-eating levels. So I lost the benefits of the food.
So don't
And
faint the first time.
yeah, don't faint. You need
Does
to
the
still
monster... Go ahead.
you need a food skill that prevents you from losing it, but obviously just try not to faint. So now I'm mad. I'm
Does the
really
monster
mad.
at least stay broken and with his health as where it was
Yeah,
before?
yeah, it stays precisely as it is. But now I'm pissed, so let's fuck it up!
I will never get tired of slam cuts. It's just randomly prancing in the middle.
And my favorite part is like at the end of that, like the trap blew up. So there's just an explosion at the end. It's great. And naturally we didn't do enough prancing, so let's do even more prancing.
That was wonderful. Oh my god.
The triumphant return.
I was not disappointed. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alright.
Sleep, you bastard. Soon we will carve you.
Be sleepy. It's
So
kind
how
of
do we-
cute how it curls up though.
Yeah. So now that we've rescued the second Shakalaka, do we have yet another anchor around our neck?
Yes.
Oh no.
Absolutely.
Why? Why does the game torture us like this?
Alright, so you may have caught it when we started the mission, even though I had it sped up. The new Shakalaka's name is Kayamba.
Kayamba. Okay. He's better than Cha-Cha.
Well, eventually we'll have both Cha-Cha and Kayamba, so it'll be something to look forward to.
Is that
Alright, let's hear it.
centimeters or meters?
Centimeters.
68 feet and 6 inches.
Alright, so check out Kayamba's sweet moves.
Doesn't look nearly as dumb as Cha-Cha, but...
That's it, radio.
And there's two kids just kind of posing with him.
Also, Kayamba's idle animation is way better.
Shaking his ass. Shaking his ass.
Also, Kayamba does not like Cha-Cha very much.
Kayamba's much better than Cha-Cha immediately.
Well, it's okay, because Cha-Cha doesn't like Kayamba either.
I mean, I'm sure because he's a Shakalaka, he's also a piece of shit, but...
Yeah, Kayamba's AI is a little bit better, but not much. So, Kayamba's trying to find the ultimate mask.
Oh, I'm sure we can help him with that.
But apparently some sort of flying thing stole it, so who knows what that was. Also, apparently now we're the minion.
Uh-huh. That trope never gets old.
So that was fun. Too
What
bad
are
about
these
the feigning, but...
What are all
Yeah.
these attacks we're learning?
Basically, Kayamba's learning all the stuff Cha-Cha learned.
Oh.
Like the woohoo dance. We'll take Kayamba with us.